mask.
But yeah, he's definitely one of the best here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it here. And it's worked out in a way. And ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 here. I'm liking this draft coming from both these teams, and this is an all-out battle. This is
This
gonna be
is interesting because I have to say it's kind of a balanced one, but a little bit
Mhm.
greedy on the side of Axis. But we're gonna wait and see how they turn things over this one now, because it will be surprising to see. Sometimes it's unpredictable, but that unpredictability was what made the game interesting. We're down to game 2 here, the best of 3. Axis Esports versus Todak, but Todak won the first game. Can they redamp their loss here for Axis Esports? Everybody buy that mask because we do know it helps you in terms of that goal later on.
Yeah, I like how they rework the Masters goal, where if you're not the bottom 2, you'll get the goal immediately here. So prioritized farming is going to be very, very crucial, especially balancing the 5 masks. It seems to be the meta right now, getting the most efficient farm throughout the entire meta right now. And if one of the players don't get a mask, it's going to be struggle. You can still play the hyper strategy here, but Axis Esports is going to be looking to make the aggressive play here just because of how they have the link available here, and Loke will secure the Bulbasaur for them. So in this case, that's gonna work out for them for now.
And
But how will Todak respond to this game?
the thing is, okay, if you have Atlas on your enemy's teams, it's not that hard to actually counter as long as you have like 3 Purify, that kind of it. We've seen this before, it can be countered by Purify, but Kaiser got caught and there's no way out. It's 100% kill there, which got none of that Chiku. We've seen this Roger been going well for a couple of weeks now. Maybe Roger will be back in the game, but actually Ren just shut him down right beneath that tier 2 tower at that. That's not even hard or put any fingers to get that one kill. But Ren, can he actually get more farms to making sure that the rest of the team can actually sustain it a bit more? Because the moment Ren is kind of farmed up, we talked about how Geek Fam managed to execute that league pretty well done. Can they do the same for Toda?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a smart choice that they can actually do it for this year. But Toda, they're also prioritizing the farm onto Chiku as well. So likely both teams are doing the exact same thing here. But this is going to be, see, both Titans going to be cashing here. You can see Axis Esports, they're going to be thinking about setup here. The gold grab is going to out full grab here. It's going to be resetted as well. Ninas with the hook as well. Evo X going to drive all away, and he's going to be fine. But here comes the rest of the party from side Toda. They're going to go for dive here, but Feather has right coming in, doing a huge one here. And Toda, here comes the RKO. Moon back. They got 2. Moon is going to be last one standing here. The Mincetar is going to be zoning them off, but actually Spot, they're pretty low. Evo with the wall shot doesn't connect. Evo X manages to soak half of the damage here just because of how mobile he is. And Axis Esports, that's a huge win right there. And Toda, they're forced to go back towards the lanes here. So Chiku is down for the count.
I'm loving that Farsa and also Atlas. I've been waiting this like the whole season, yeah, for somebody to use Atlas with Farsa, but it's so hard to have all them, both of them in one particular lineup, which I got it today by Axis Esports. Hopefully they can pull this one out, but at the same time, Toda is not standing down here. Chiku is going wild with Nanas having their backs, and now Moon caught up in between with that. Camilla will use that bluff buff on a turtle. Will they steal this away? Axis Esports waiting for the last hit. Kaiser from the back, falling Starman going in, getting that K as that turtle be slain by Farsight the last minute, and now running with their tails between their legs here. Toda will force you retreat. They are very low in HP. E1 is a bit late, and X-Ray there as well. But of course, have to go back to regen. The tanks just arrived, and now they got all the space they need for Axis Esports to push towards their respective lanes.
What a clutch there by Nernas as well. He popped the King's Calling in time here to actually zone off Rin from going out of control. And because of that, they would have went south here if Nernas didn't pop it. But at the same time here, that's going to buy a little bit of time here for Toda to try and build up farm for Chiku, considering they've lost a prior engagement early on. And now the turret down bottom is going to be focused down here. Keep Meepo is going to go for the ejector here. He might actually get focused down, but with the help of Rin, who's going to be in the vicinity from side of Axis Esports, it's going to be A-OK for now. But Toda, going to be taking chill build here. Evo X is trying to set up for the team. Farsight is in the vicinity as well. They catch the Camilla, walk in towards the push. all by himself, and Todak will lose one more member here. And Axis Esports, they're looking for more. Chiku is there, Evo X is trying to zone them off, and now A1 is going to be focused down as well. He's running in between the tiers, and now with the wall charge and Rin, he has the blue buff. He's thinking about giving chase, but with his health so low, I think he's going to be hesitating to go for it. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Kaiser X is going to be split pushing, apply pressure to tier 1 up top.
Oh, Kaiser got caught again one more time there. He managed to just blink away in the nick of time. That really helps in the last minute. Shield popped up. At the same time, he's been denied to go back to his base there. We're talking about 3 men coming out on top from Todak, trying to push that turret.
Oh.
And that Way of Dragon landed on that tank there. And there you go. Evil X will be down for now. They retreat back to get themselves more objective. They're talking about every jungle to be cleared, as well as going for the buff later on, by which Rin is really vitally, crucially needing this blue buff. Falling Star Moon again for the side of Esmeralda, and straight away pop for Rin, his ultimate. Can he save himself here? The rest of the team Axis is a little bit late to the party. Case Collins been casted upon, and now Axis trying to get the kills, but now he will get back punished here. Meepo will be down, and Chiku charging at the last minute, and that's 2-0 trade as Todak managed to take that fight on their side.
Well, Nernas has just proved himself why he's a professional hooker here with that beautiful hook, catching Meepo off guard, and they got the kill here. Beautiful fight here. A little bit sloppy for both teams here, but both teams are just playing at their best right now here. However, Red is gonna get caught off potentially here. He doesn't have the blue buff, but fortunately for them, they have Long to try and zone them off. And this time, X-Ray will take a lot of damage from this here. Meanwhile, the Turtle's going to be out focused right here. Moon is going to try to zone and open up the map a little bit here. Next is Esports. They're getting desperate. They want the Turtle buff available, but as of now, the tempo from the side of Axis Esports is going to be slowed down just because of Rin not being able to have that blue buff. But right now, the killing spree from Chiku, and now the RPO is there. But where's the follow-up? Here comes Meepo. He goes in for the dive here, and Rin is going to be there. But where's the Tempest Blade? Not going to be available. King Scouting being used to try and zone Rin off at this facility, and Axis Esports, they can't engage this here. And Todak, they have everything set up to deal with the Rin right now.
You have to give props to Evil X. He bought so much time for Axis Esports from getting that tower on the side of Todak with that Fatal Link landed 5 for 4 man. But now he'll got out first there. The moment Evil X is nowhere to be seen, they have no more front liner for the side of Axis Esports. And nonetheless, also no combo for Lung as well. That Feather Asteroid is forced to be casted here to make sure their mid lane, the most important lane in the game, will be defended upon. Moon already dropped the black buff on Meepo, and now they're trying to snatch away for the blue buff as well. Chico stealing in and get himself that one blue buff. So now Axis Esports will be forced to into a corner here. They are disrespecting the tier towers. Tier 1 towers damage, diving into it, and now blocking Meepo, even pulling him inside. That's just brutal for the side of Todak to get 1 kill. And that's a nice pickup that they needed to for Todak as well.
Yep, at the same time here, they're not retaliating here. They're trying to buy a little bit of time for Rin to make some kind of plays. Here comes the RKO, but Rin is not in this vicinity here. Axis Esports, what are you doing? Here comes the hook, but fortunately for them, Logan's going to zone them off. They got them half HP, but at the same time, they have the mobile zone vicinity. Kaiser, Falling Star Moon, what are you doing? You need to get the heck out there, but the hook almost connecting here. Evil X's double stun body will get hooked instead, and Axis Esports, they managed to defend this mid control, and Todak, they want to take this tier 1. Meanwhile, Axis Esports, they're prioritizing and giving some space for Rin, and that is a lot of space getting thrown towards Rin, and he managed to pick back his economy and try to challenge against Chiku, who's currently also one of the top of the network here. But Axis Esports and Todak, they're tying with 50-50 here. Both of the economy is pretty much equalized right now. And Todak try to catch someone off guard, and Axis Esports, they're making it hard, but they see low, they want to go. Here comes the wall charge, and low gets shut down. My goodness, Terence forced the back on this engage, but they're just too tanky. They want to catch him, and he's gonna go down. Double kill for Chiku.
Chico is just unstoppable at this point. He's farming way too much. If you compare the carry that farms, I'm talking about the cores here. Rin trying to split push while another wall being forced in the mid. Nice again, Fatal Link, but it's not gonna be enough. They don't have the core damage dealer with the side here. Speaking of which, Rin will be chased by E1 on top. While they lost their tier 1 tower, they're defending so much. A little bit back to us, Todak side for the graph. They take him back into their hands for the game, but still not wide enough for the gap to be comfortable for both teams here, especially Todak. Anytime the turn of the tide will happen, we're talking about another wall will be fought for the red buff. Tempest of Blades have been casted, but it's not gonna be enough. Rin is very squishy, managed to get 1 kill. Ninas tried to pull it off, but didn't get one. King's calling right smack in the middle, and Rin is the only man left, and the wall charge him quite a lot. Blood buff hitting on him, knock him down. He still can run away with that rune. It's gonna be a-okay. He can get out from this. Even still, Todak won his blood. They are chasing him all the way from bottom lane to top, and now this is the biggest space they have for Todak if they want to go for Lord.
Yep, the timing from Todak has been spot on here. Once again, Rin without blue buffs and red buffs here, they are going to be struggling here. Axis Esports, they try to buy more time for Rin to build up some more items here for next engagement. But as of now, like you said, the Lord will be secured from beside the Todak, and Chiku is on fire here. He's got red buff, blue buff, and brand new one as well on towards the side of Todak here. They're trying to secure any padding here in case Rin tries to snipe him off. But you can see the Blade of Fantasy is up on Rin here. Now, hopefully with the Blade of Fantasy, he's going to be able to destroy anyone here. But now Moon opening up the map a little bit here and trying to zone XCCs for keep them at bay right now as Todak tries to set up for a couple of potential pickings here because Lord is going to be pushing from the bottom side here. And Kaiser X, woo, very close, almost gets counted out, but fortunately for them, it's going to be alive right now. But Todak, they're thinking about closing this game here, but this time they're going to go for the push as well. Fatal Link is still available, but doesn't connect. Does pull on 2, but they take down 1. Kid people is down low as well. Evil X is going to be next, and then going to be Immortal getting shut down as well. Double kill up onto his X-Ray, and Todak, they're thinking about closing out the game. Ray doesn't have the buff, he does have a little bit of poke damage here, but can he do enough? But Todak, this is closing out the game. The Lord's going to push in, King's calling is there, here comes the Tempest Blade, they shut down 1, but Ray is getting cut off. It's going to be T-Boy, and Todak, he didn't take him down. It's going to be, it's going to be a double kill. The Lord's knocking on the south side, and Todak will take a clean 2-0 against.
They had a good first few minutes, but apparently they cannot keep that tempo for Axis Esports. The moment they lost that Atlas couple of times on Evil Axe, they need that combo, they need that tank. That tank should be the one that be extra careful, but yet still cut off. Another pick off here, and that nice game by Todak, getting a clean 2-0 win. Nevertheless, I need a little bit of shout out.